Okay guys, so now we're gonna learn how to make this letter B over here. The materials that we're gonna use for this are some chalk beads that are 6 mm in size, but you also have the option of using the acrylic ones that are also 6 mm of the colors of your choice. We're gonna need a nylon monoline string that is 050 mm and a pair of scissors to cut the string. So I have some suggested string length for this project. For the small ones, you can use a measurement of 1 meter and a palm length of string. For the other letters that are bigger than the ordinary ones, you can use a 1 meter string plus half an arm. So for this letter B, I'm gonna use that. So the dimension for this is about 2 inches high and 1 3/4 inches across. So we're gonna start this afterwards. Okay, so just like the letter A, we're gonna start with this left post over here. And this is, for the letter B, it composed of 5 clusters of 4 that are cube. So we're gonna start by holding our string wherein the first end is on the right and the other string is on your left. And then we're gonna put 3 beads on the right string. And then we're gonna silicop with a white one. And that is wherein you pass through your right string going to the left and your left string going to the right. Align both ends and we're gonna slide that one bead going to the other beads to form the cluster of 4. So since this post or left post here is composed of 5 clusters of 4 that are cube, we're going to make 7 clusters of 4 first. So after that first one, we're gonna make another cluster of 4. So put one on your right and one on your left, and then we're gonna repeat this. And then we're going to silicop to form the second cluster of 4. So now we have 2. So to show you once again, we're going to put one on the right and one on the left. And then silicop. So now we have 3 clusters of 4 on our string. So we're just going to continue on making 3 or 4 clusters of 4 again after this. And I'm gonna catch up with you after that. Okay guys, so now that we have 7 clusters of 4 on our string, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So why do we have 7 clusters of 4? It's because this is composed of 5 cube clusters. So we have 2 excess of them because we're going to curve them to form the first cube. So you may see that after working on this, we're gonna work on the other ones. We're gonna work our way to the other parts of the letter B. But first we're gonna make this left post here. So now that we have the 7 clusters of 4, we're gonna put 1 bead on the right and 1 bead on the left. And then we're gonna find where we're going to silicop. So we're going to count from the top part. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on top of the cluster of 4, on the 5th cluster of 4, we're going to silicop there. I'm going to insert the right string going to the left and the left string going to the right. And we're going to align both ends. Make sure that the beads are not tangled. So now we have formed our first cube. See? now like this. So we're just going to continue on making cubes out of the rest of the 4 clusters from the bottom part. So in order to do that, we're going to insert the right string first, going upwards, and going to the top cluster, going to the left. We're gonna pick up our other string, and we're gonna go on the opposite side, going upwards and going to the opposite side, so that our string is coming out of this upper cluster of 4 from the first cube that we have made. Okay, so now we are going to continue on working on the left post of the letter B. We're now here at the top of the first cube. So we're gonna form a cluster of 4 here. So we're gonna put 1 bead on the right string and also 1 bead on the left. And then we're gonna silicop so that we can form the upper cluster. As you can see, that is the upper cluster. So we're going to form the second cube. So we're gonna put 1 bead on the right and 1 bead on our left. And then we're gonna silicop to the bottom part. To the next cluster of 4 on the bottom part. Right here. And silicop there. So that we can form the second cube. So now we have that. Now we have 2 cubes. So to continue on, just put your right string first to the upper cluster, just like so. Pick up your other string and then go the opposite side. So that our string is coming out from the upper cluster. And you can tighten as you go. Sorry, it is losing focus. Okay, so now we're gonna put 1 bead on the right and 1 bead on the left to form the upper cluster of 4 for the third cube. So now we have that. So we're gonna form the third cube by putting 1 bead on the left and 1 on the right. And then we're going to silicop to the next cluster of 4 from the bottom. Align both ends and pull your string. So now we have the third cube there. And just continue on. Take your right string, insert them upwards, going to the upper cluster of 4. Pick your other string and go the opposite side. And make your upper cluster of 4 by putting 1 bead on the right and 1 bead on the left. And then silicop. So now you have that upper cluster of 4. And then we're gonna form now the fourth cube. So put one bead on the right and one bead on the left. And then we're gonna find where we're gonna silicop for the bottom part. I'm gonna silicop to the next cluster from the bottom. Align both ends and pull your string. Make sure it's not jumbled, so you can form the fourth cube of the post. Okay, so now we're gonna work on the last cube for the post of the letter B. So take your right string, insert it upwards, going to the upper cluster of 4, just like so. Then take your other string and go the opposite side. And now we're going to form the upper cluster of 4 by putting one bead on your right and one bead on the left. And then silicop with the white bead. And then we're gonna close the fifth cube. So what you need to do is put one bead on the right and one bead on your left. And we're just gonna silicop to that last cluster of 4 on the bottom part to form the fifth cube. So now I have this. These are 5 clusters of 4 that are cubed to make the left post of the letter U. So now we are ready to work on the other parts. So we're going this way, going to the middle part, and then going to the bottom loop of the B. Okay? Okay guys, so now we're ready to work on the other parts of the letter B. We're first going to work on this first upper loop. So we're going to make the cube clusters one by one. So now that we're here, our string is coming out from this one bead here. So we're going to form the second cube going across. So put one bead on your right and one bead on your left to form a cluster of 4. Then silicop. Form another cluster of 4 by putting one on the left and one on the right. And then silicop. So now we have 2. So now we're gonna curve it just like so. So we're gonna put one bead on the right string and then one bead on the left. And then we're gonna silicop to that part of the post here. We're gonna silicop there. Just like so. So that you can form the second cube on the upper part. Okay, so now we're gonna work on another cube next to that. So we're gonna position our string so that you can work on that. Insert it here and on the next one. Take your other string and go the opposite side. So now our string is coming out of here. So we're gonna work on 2 clusters of 4 again. So put one on the right and one on the left, and then salikop. Form another cluster of 4 by putting one on the left and one on the right. And then salikop. So now we're gonna curve that cluster so it will form the third cube on the upper part. So put one on the right and one on the left. And then we're gonna salikop since we're here. We're gonna salikop on the upper part. Align both ends. Pull your string. So now we have formed the third cube on the upper part of the letter B. So we're gonna insert our string so that it will go to this lower right side of the third cube, because we're gonna work on a slanted cube cluster. So insert your string so that it will go to that lower edge. Take your other string, put it on the opposite side, so now our string is coming out from this bead here, and here is where we're gonna form the slanted cube cluster.